he and I were talking earlier, and he said, did you prepare your speech? And I said, no, I'm just going to wing it. And then the rabbi went. So I want to thank you for joining me at my bar mitzvah. That worked, Laura. We're off to a good start. First, I want to thank Dennis and the other board members who are honoring me tonight. I was kind of shocked at first. I'm the baby of the crew. But I started doing my research, as much as I could about the ACLU and what should I say, and I realized that what the ACLU stands for is what I was raised with. So I decided just to tell you where I came from. I am the grandson of 2 Holocaust survivors. And growing up in a house where my grandmother was in Auschwitz, I always had a loud mouth, which I'm glad a lot of you people here do. And my grandmother always used to say to me, which is, some of you know, is the Holocaust mentality of, don't speak so loud. Don't tell them all your opinions. Don't push that agenda. It only causes trouble. And I was, raised by 2 amazing people over there, my parents. Give them a round of applause. Who told me it was okay to have a big mouth. Just tell the truth. So I want to talk to you about something that being here today has reinforced for me, which is the role of a bystander in any conflict. In any conflict, there are 3 people. There are the perpetrator, the bystander, and the victim. And going to my roots and the Holocaust, a lot of people don't know this, but there was something called the T4 program. Started in 1937. And in the 12 years Hitler was in power, it was the only time he was almost thrown out of power by the German people. It was a program where he took all the handicapped, the mentally challenged, and he had killing programs before the Jews. And because of such an outrage that it was too close to home, the German people spoke up, and in 1941, during the war, he was almost thrown out of power by his own people. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for my family. We were Jews, and took a little bit longer. But that being said, I never forgot, as I learned about my history, the lesson of the bystander and how the whole conflict, I could have 2nd and 3rd and 4th cousins, which I don't have. It could have been avoided if people spoke up. So being here today and seeing what the ACLU does, and I'm very thankful to Dennis for teaching me more about it. And now that I honestly feel, I've been living in LA for a year, I feel like this is my graduation and making it my home. I feel honored to be around people who understand that role of the bystander, that role that no matter what, it is our responsibility in a conflict, that most conflicts are stopped only when the bystander speaks up. That when a victim speaks out against their bully, things only get rougher. But when the person stands by idly and does nothing, it continues. But when they speak up and they have a voice, usually the bully runs in the other direction. Public opinion, they don't want to go there. So that's what I was raised with. I was always told, don't shut your mouth, good or bad. Ignorance has no place if we're all speaking. So I want to thank you for honoring me, but I want to say to my grandparents and to my parents, this is really an honor to you guys because I am the man I am today because of you. So Mom and Dad, love you very much. This one's for you, and thank you everyone else for having me, and I promise you that the next generation, ignorance will have no place because we're on the internet and we're all talking. So thank you very much.